The South-East caucus in the Senate has called on President Bola Tinubu to immortalize the achievements in lifetime of the chairman of the Defunct National Electoral Commission, NEC, late Professor Humphery Nwosu. The appeal followed the failed motion raised on Wednesday to immortalize Nwosu, who conducted the annulled June 12, 1992 elections during the military era. The report.
The senator representing Abia South, Eyinaya Baribe, had earlier brought before the Senate a motion with prayers that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) headquarters be named after the late NEC chairman and to give late Humphery Nwosu a national honor by Mr. President, as well as giving him a minute's silence on the floor of the Senate as a sign of honor for him. After a fierce debate, some of the senators were of the opinion that late Professor Nwosu failed to declare the winner of the June 12, 1992 elections in his entire lifetime. Hence, he did not deserve national honor.
If Professor Nwosu had the courage, I emphasize courage, as his bishop just said here, to announce the winner and damn the consequences. After all, he who is not ready to die for something we end up dying for nothing. We cannot distort history in this age. We must be seen to have sentiments that reflect the average feeling of the average Nigerian. President Nwosu, when it mattered most, his courage failed him. So Humphery Nwosu, with due respect to him, because he's now late, does not deserve to be immortalized as one of the very few Nigerians that have done the right thing.
However, other senators who spoke in favor of the motion maintained that the chairman of the defunct NEC did courageously in conducting the most credible elections in the history of Nigeria. They posited that if the June 12 elections did not hold, even against all odds, there would not be a result to clamor for.
The struggle to revalidate that June 12 presidential election took a huge toll on Nigeria, including loss of lives. But now we have come back as a country to acknowledge that that election was the freest and ever conducted. And the president, Moshood Abiola, who was never returned, has been recognized as the winner of the election by the government of Nigeria.
At the end of the argument, the prayers were put to voice vote by the Deputy Senate President, Barrow Jibril, as the first two prayers were not supported by the majority. A 1-minute silence was also observed to honor the former INEC chairman.
To posthumously honor him with national honors. Those who go sign, extend condolences to his family and recognize their sacrifice in support of his move towards a better Nigeria.
After the debate, the South-East caucus of the Senate, while addressing journalists, appealed to the president to honor late Professor Humphery Nwosu, whom they said laid a good foundation for the present democracy. They said their appeal is predicated in their belief that as a Democrat, President Bola Tinubu would grant the Professor of Political Science national honor and name INEC headquarters after late Professor Humphery Nwosu.
If there was no election, there would have been no June 12. So we can also use this opportunity that we're here addressing you to appeal to the government of President Bola Tinubu to honor the man who made sure that that election held.
The late INEC chairman will be laid to rest on Saturday, March 27th in his hometown in Anambra State.